Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes and sings a silly song. Larry will be performing the traditional Argentinian ballad, The Dance of the Cucumber, in its original Spanish. Bob the Tomato will translate.
Miren al pepino,
Watch the
miran cómo
cucumber.
se ve,
See
como
how he
un
moves.
león,
Like a
tras un
lion
ratón.
chasing a mouse.
Mira al pepino,
Watch
sus
the
suaves
cucumber.
movimientos,
Oh, how
tal
smooth his
como
motion.
mantequilla
Like
en un
butter
salvopelo.
on a bald monkey.
Miran al pepino,
Look at the
los
cucumber.
vegetales
All the
envidian a su
vegetables
amigo,
envy their
como él
friend,
quiere bailar.
wishing to dance as he.
Pepino bailarín, pepino
Dancing
bailarín,
cucumber,
pepino
dancing
bailarín,
cucumber, dancing
baila,
cucumber,
baila.
dance, dance, yeah.
Miren al tomate.
Look at the tomato.
¿No es triste?
Isn't it sad?
Él no puede bailar.
He can't dance.
Pobre tomate.
Poor tomato.
Él debería poder bailar como el
He wishes he could dance like the cucumber,
libre y suavemente.
free and smooth,
Pero él no puede danzar.
but he can. Hey, okay, stop the music. What do you mean I can't dance? I can dance. Didn't you see me dancing at Uncle Louie's polka party?
No comprendo.
No comprendo. I'll show you no comprendo.
Mom, Dad, look over here. Get a picture of me next to the cucumber in authentic Argentinian garb.
Okay, Junior, but we better hurry. I think the dwarves have your mother confused with someone else. Say peas!
Peas.
Escuchen el pepino.
Listen to the
Oigan
cucumber.
su fuerte,
Hear his
como
strong
un
voice.
león,
Like a
listo
lion
devorar.
about to eat.
Escuchen al pepino. Que el dulce
Listen
su
to the
canto,
cucumber.
la
Oh,
voz
how
de su
sweet his
garganta
voice.
parecen
The breath from his throat is like that
tritar.
of little birdies.
Escuchen el pepino.
Listen to the cucumber. All the vegetables envy their friend, wishing to sing as he.
Pepino cantador. Pepino
Singing
cantador,
cucumber,
pepino
singing
cantador,
cucumber,
canta,
singing cucumber,
canta ya.
sing, yeah.
Escuchen al tomate.
Isn't it sad?
No es triste. Él no puede cantar.
He can't sing.
Pobre tomate. Él debería
Poor
poder
tomato.
cantar
He wishes he could sing.
fuerte y dulce como el pepino,
Strong and sweet like the cucumber.
pero no puede.
But he can't.
Ni siquiera tan severo.
Can't even whistle. All right, that's it, senor. Come over here and let me sing you a song.
Adiós, amigos.
This has been Silly Songs with Larry. Tune in next time to hear Larry sing.
Bob is really angry. I hope he doesn't catch me. It's so hard to run with this sombrero on my head.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one.
Yeah.
That was great. That was really applause for you guys. I loved it. That was awesome.
First run. Get it,
Yeah,
boy.
we didn't even have to re-record that. That was great.
I
Second-
told you fools we would nail it on the first run.
Second, it was long, but I liked it. I was in it, you know?
She's like, what's gonna happen next?
gonna happen
Poor
next?"
tomato.
Look how sad he is. If you guys do not know what that is from, shame on you. You should definitely know
Shame
what that's
on you,
from.
you wiener. You don't know the pirates who don't do anything.
I did know who that is. Duh. I'm saying they don't know, as in they, the listeners.
Ugh.
So I like this one better. And it is from Veggie Tales. So if you've never seen it, shame on you. Shame on you. Anyways, we've been gone for 2 weeks. And it's been quite quiet here on YouTube, but here we are again. If you guys don't know who we are Bump That. We are siblings who have a love of nerdy things and decide to share it on the internet with all of you people. And here you are listening. So welcome. We've got Brian in this corner.
God made you special and he loves you very much.
Aw, what a touching thing. We've got KT in this corner.
'Cause you're my cheeseburger, my lovely cheeseburger. Hell wet for ya, yeah, hell wet for ya.
And I'm Ileana, your host, a lover of VeggieTales, but not enough to sing it along with you guys. So I will leave that to you guys. You're the openers, not me.
See, this is really quick. Me transform you back to like 20 years ago. We'd be all in the car in Mom's Ford Escort with the chili stains on the floor, and we pop in the VeggieTales sing along, and I'd be like, "You better sing this part. You better sing this part. Get it right or pay the price."
Brian's like choking me like Bart Simpson. Do the part. It was right after we listened to an Adventures in Odyssey episode.
Learning about Jesus, and then there's Brian. Get it right.
Yeah, choking us like Bart Simpson, and then giving us wet willies in the van.
No, I never did that. Come on.
Oh, I
What?
remember.
Now he's lying in the presence of Jesus.
Liar! Liar! Anyways, welcome to Bump That, episode 62. We have missed you guys. Where's Brian been? All right, so who went on vacation first? It was Brian and then Katie. Brian, where'd you go?
I went to Florida.
Did you have fun? You were with your family, correct?
I had fun with my family.
But not in Florida.
Oh, no, it was a good time.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
You guys,
Yeah.
it looked like you guys had
It's
fun at the
Florida. It's a land of serial killers and rednecks. So.
beach. Amen, brother. All right, KT, where did you go?
Wes and I went to Colorado. We got away from everyone and everything. Just leave us alone.
Not everyone and everything. You saw a bunch of elk and
Yeah, we saw a lot of creatures.
skunks and
Yeah, dead
stuff.
skunks.
Yeah.
Deer. We saw a coyote,
Oh.
and I'm so
Oh,
stupid.
snap.
It was just standing there in the middle of the road, like, "Hey, now's your chance." And here I am, like, I can't get my camera. And then I finally get it, and it walks away like,
Of course it does.
Sucker. But I got it like in passing. But just believe me, trust me. I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. I saw it.
And while these two were on vacation, I watched Katie's dogs from home
Hooray!
on my spring break. And it was great.
It sounds hideous.
I did spring cleaning. That was what I spent my time on. And my room feels so much tidier. So,
It doesn't look much tidier.
why you gotta be
In
like that?
theory, it's clean.
It is. That pile over there, my basket used to be filled with clothes, and now it's not. So, hooray. And I got rid of a bunch of clothes. But anyways, you guys don't want to hear about that. But if you do, I mean, call me. Anyways, we've got so much news, in fact, that we won't even have a legit chunk today, like a real segment of, a topic. We're just going to be spitballing all this news that we've had throughout the past 2 weeks that we have to catch you guys up on. So, starting back, a little late, but the Oscars happened. That was where we last left off on our episode. Who won? And did anyone care aside from the slap? Who actually watched the Oscars?
I did. I watched the whole thing.
Wow. That was like, what, 2
Yeah.
hours?
I'm a big fan. It was 3 hours. It was
Good
brought to
Lord.
the thing is, here's the thing. They try to cut down the Oscars by filming a few of the award
Yeah,
recipients
I heard
and their
that.
speeches. But even doing that, cutting out 8 awards, it was still 20 minutes longer than the longest
What was
Oscars. It's just-
making it so long? The acceptance speeches, or
They just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. You have a lot of awards still to go through, and it's a long show. A lot of movies get nominated now, not just like 5. Now it's up to 6, 7, 10. So
they're
it's
probably
just
like
always,
taking account
you know.
for streaming services.
Here's the
as
thing.
well.
At the end of the day, if you're a fan of movies and you love the Oscars, it doesn't matter how long it is. You're there for the whole time. But if you're a regular Joe Schmo, the Oscars is never going to make the big audience that it used to do 30 years ago. But so, I mean, if you like it, it's a good ride.
That's actually what I was listening to from another YouTuber, Shay Frillis Productions. He was exactly talking about that same thing, that if you're a normal guy on the street who just likes to watch movies but doesn't really care about like what goes into them, you're not going to watch the Oscars because you don't care. But if you are into films and into their creation and production, whatever, then you're going to sit through the thing even if you hate it,
And here's the thing too. It's kind of the trouble with the Academy. The Academy the artsy fartsy ones, they want to nominate the real artistic highbrow films, you
Yeah.
know, but not a lot of people watch those though. So they do want to, you know, pay attention to these really dramatic artistic films as they should, but then you totally alienate Joe Schmo and the big blockbuster films, you know, like, you know, the new Jurassic Park movie is not going to get nominated for Oscars. I'm sorry, it's not. It's going to make a bajillion dollars, and maybe if it did get nominated for like Best Picture and maybe a few other awards, then maybe people would watch, you know, but you know, that's kind of the thing. You know, very few films like Spider-Man got nominated, but just for best visual effects, and that's one of
Yeah.
the biggest movies of all time now. You know, so unless it got nominated for like best actor for Tom Holland,
And it didn't even.
Tom Holland as Spider-Man,
No.
no, it's, you know, it never will. It'll never get, you know, if friggin' Endgame, the king of kings of all superhero movies, doesn't get nominated for anything other than best visual effects, there's no hope.
Yeah.
So.
So going forward, do you think maybe these indie films will create their own academy to just
No.
no? You think it'll
No.
strictly stay with the one that they have now? It'll always be the
It'll-
Oscars.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's other awards, like there used to be the Golden Globes, but I mean that's still there.
Right.
But and they in that they award film and television, and then they award comedy and drama. So there is a good mix of, you know, blockbusters, action, animated stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But the Golden Globes has gone down a lot recently because of racism, you know, accusations and things
Right.
like that. So
Still a mess, but I mean, people care enough to even talk about it. And especially this one, there was a lot to talk about. Just one, it was super long. Two, it has the biggest talk of 2022 so far. Just the most controversial thing, whether you agreed it was good
it's great. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, that shows you the power of live television.
right.
Where, I mean, there's nothing like that. You'll very few times. I mean, who watches live television other than sports? And that's it. There's no live television anymore. Not at all. So to have something like that, that's just like, it's like, oh dang, there's a fight, just like at the
Yeah.
playground, like, oh snap, everybody, whoa!
But do you know what the weirdest thing is? Do you know what I was hearing from, like, Gen Zers, maybe a little bit younger than Gen Z, or on the younger age? They did not know who Chris Rock was.
What?
We are getting to that time period where these people, these kids or these young adults or whatever, have no idea who these A-list celebrities are anymore.
Wait,
because they
what
don't
was
watch
the
these
name-
A-list celebrity films.
What was the name of his character, the zebra, in the Madagascar films?
Marty.
Oh, Marty.
Yeah.
You know, guys who remember Marty the zebra? He was awesome in
That
man.
was-
Chris
that
Rock was
was
awesome in those movies.
2004, you know? That was forever ago now
But
to
that's when they
them.
were born, right? I guess. I don't know.
Exactly. So that
Man.
we're
Yeah.
just getting to that time when these celebrities are, you know, you're not looking at movies.
But Chris Rock just did a Saw movie. He just did Saw. He's done a recent season of Fargo. He's still out there. He's still
But that's not what
popular.
kids are watching or young adults are watching. Like young adults, like 18.
All right, go watch your Freeform. All right, get that garbage
Oh,
out.
Well,
of
no,
here.
they're watching
Gag
streaming
me.
services, and so if these celebrities aren't making their way, like, okay, Ryan Reynolds made the Adam Project, so he's being talked about again because he is on Netflix, and if you get on Hulu, Amazon Prime, you know, if you're making relevant new movies that are on these streaming services, your name will still be in the mix, unless you're in a Marvel film. You know, you have to be in a Marvel film or in a streaming service, or else you're becoming a nobody, which is like crazy to me.
Dang, man.
And it's becoming that time. You would think like Jennifer Aniston, you'd be like, who's that? The Rachel from Friends. Oh, okay. They'd be like, how do you not know who Jennifer Aniston is? You know, it's blowing my mind. We're at that time. It's happening. So that's why I'm saying I don't know if these Oscars are going to even be important anymore because, I mean, young people aren't watching them for the most part. because they don't know who the actors are.
Maybe they will, because then they can tweet about it. And
Yeah, they
all
gotta
that
stay
kinda
relevant
stuff.
somehow. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was to get talking again. So maybe we'll see some bigger numbers next year. Who knows? Because
Who's gonna beat up who next year?
but Will Smith is out of the Academy. He was
For
just
10 years.
he was just accepted in and they kicked him out, or he resigned or something like that. So that's pretty crazy.
I don't know. I think it's all baloney.
But you should go see, if you can, Rent King Richard, the movie that he won the Oscar for, because it's a brilliant film.
I still
call
really
it the
wanna
best
see
movie
it.
of the year. I still do recommend it, no matter what. If you're able to, not think about the slap when you watch King Richard,
Do
I
it
really
simply
recommend
for the Williams sisters and their legacy, not Will Smith's legacy.
Venus and Serena Williams are so important to me. I think because of just who they are. I have a picture of Serena on my mirror in my bathroom because I'm like, man, I want to be just like her. I've got a few people. I've also got Hillary Swank up there. I gotta take her
I thought you
down.
were about to say Hillary Clinton. I'm like, take that down.
No, Hillary Swank.
All right.
Hey,
well,
she's a nice lady.
in her pantsuits. Anyways, so that's all old news. Oscars
I
happened.
meant Hillary Swank was
Oh.
a
Yeah,
nice
Hillary,
lady.
Hillary
Whatever.
Swank is nice, not Hillary.
Not Hillary Clinton.
Anyways,
Hillary.
the Oscars is old news. We're now in the past, but now more recently, Gilbert Gottfried has passed away at the age of 67. He had prolonged illness and finally.
I'm so ticked off that I'm molting.
Gosh, I will miss that voice, honestly. I haven't seen anything he's been in recently, but it is an iconic voice.
He
He's not
hasn't done
really-
anything recently.
he
He's on the comic, strip.
I think he was
Yeah.
banned from a lot of things too
Stand-up.
because he was
Yes.
making really horrible stand-up jokes.
Hey man, he's a comedian. They gotta
He
toe
made
the line.
he
you
made
know.
one right after 9/11 about a plane crashing, and it's like, gosh, man, dang,
Read-
too
read the
soon.
room, man.
Really,
Read the
for
room.
real. So, gosh, yeah, but he is still an iconic actor, and he will be missed.
Katie, do you remember the Problem Child films?
I remember the first one.
Okay, there was at least
It's
3
been a
or 4
while.
of them total.
Oh my
But yeah, I
gosh.
remember he was in the first 2, and the late John Ritter is in those films too. And I remember those films are. Now thinking about it now, those films are bad. They're not.
They give
good
me the
movies.
first one gave me anxiety because when I watched it as a kid, I'm like, why is he doing these things?
And I wonder, like, if I were to show
understand.
that movie to my kids now, I don't know how they would take a movie like that.
You know what's really funny
Yeah.
though? I've always had, I guess because I've only seen him in child things, like things for children, and then to hear him curse or like say vulgar things, it's like, oh my goodness,
He's
Iago!
extremely vulgar.
I had
The-
no
the one-
idea.
The one that was really shocking was Bob Saget. He was extremely
Right.
inappropriate.
Bob-
And then you get on
Bob
Danny,
was gross.
Danny Turner, our
Tanner,
Tanner.
what the heck,
That
man?
one. Tanner,
Oh,
from-
man.
Full House. Give me a second, dang. From Full House. I mean, he was America's father, and then it's like, oh my, he's got potty mouth and vulgar jokes and.
You know who I wanted to be my dad? Carl Winslow.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yeah, bro. Oh my god.
Any
No,
day.
either
or Mr. Oh my gosh,
Fresh
John
Fresh
Sheffield.
Prince. No,
Oh, yeah,
Fresh Prince Dad. Either Fresh Prince Dad or Carl Winslow, because those guys. James Avery was the actor who played Will Smith's uncle. Uncle. Oh snap! What Uncle? It's not Uncle
Uncle
Frank,
Phil.
is it?
Uncle
Phil. Thank you. I was like, oh god, yeah. Where's my cred? It's gone out the window. Anyways, Uncle Phil and Carl Winslow are like the best, and they could be my dad any day of the week.
What about Home
for sure.
Improvement, Tim Allen,
No.
No.
or
No.
or Malcolm in the Middle's dad?
No.
Bryan
that's
Cranston?
Heck
No.
no.
No. And I always wanted Mr. Turner from Boy Meets World. I wanted him to be my teacher. And
No,
Mr.
he
Feeney-
had a pierced
No.
earring. It was
He
weird.
was
It was
awesome. He was
90s.
hot.
Oh, he had
Dude.
like
And
that
he had-
curly hair.
And he
Yeah.
had that
He
weird,
had Jerry
like,
curls.
90s,
Yeah.
you
Jerry
know,
curl
mullet
Mullet.
thing going. It's like,
he was-
ugh.
Oh
He
my
pulled it
I
God.
feel like I
off.
had that growing up, too.
You
It
did
was,
not.
uh,
Yours
No,
was
you
not
didn't.
as long.
You didn't. No,
You
didn't.
had curly hair, but like his was like kind of short on the sides and longer on the
But
top and back.
He pulled it
Ugh.
off.
No,
he
it's such a bad haircut.
No.
Isn't that what oh
Mr.
gosh.
Turner, call me.
What was the uncle in Joey? Uncle Joey. What was that his name?
Uncle
In
Joey.
Full House?
Yeah,
No, it's just Joey.
Joey.
Joey, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Joey.
Yeah,
and,
he had-
Dave
he-
Coulier.
He kind of had hair like that. Not as
yeah, but
tight.
he was like
Stamos had it
Come on,
too a
let's
little
talk.
bit, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
But his
he
was
pulled it off too.
straight, I
Hey,
think.
hey.
Well, Stamos is still like, you know, a ladies' man.
Yes, in his
Yeah.
middle age, absolutely.
Yes, he is. Silver Fox.
Anyways, our condolences to the Godfrey family for their loss.
As we talk about silver foxes.
Yeah, which he was not.
No.
Question mark.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to more news. We've got a delay. A very, I would say, okay.
No, keep
delay.
it out there as long as possible.
I
Nobody
would-
wants to play this
I would
garbage,
say
man.
this
Oh
is
my
an
gosh.
okay delay because my wallet hurts. Nintendo, my wallet hurts.
So, you think when that game does get released, we're talking about Breath of the Wild Part 2, that will it be like $60 or will it be
Oh
like
yeah,
That'll be
absolutely.
$60. Okay, so I heard a rumor.
but if they come out with like a deluxe version, it'll be like 80 or something.
Deluxe.
So that's what I've been hearing. There's a rumor going. I don't buy into it. I don't believe it. That Nintendo could potentially release two forms of the game along with a new and improved Switch, 4K
What?
Switch. Yeah, and just rumor.
Really?
Is that why it's
Yeah,
taking
that's
longer?
what I'm saying. I'm not buying into it. I don't know.
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so here's what we have to look at. Breath of the Wild, the first one, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, came out on the Nintendo Switch in 2017. It was also released on the Wii U. So it's been 5 years, 4 years
Math was hard.
since the game has come out, and now it's been pushed back to 2023. So it would make sense if they're adding a whole crap ton of stuff. We already know from the developers that the game is the same world-wise, but added onto. So it's been expanded vertically and horizontally. So we're
You
getting.
don't think that they would try to push that out for holiday 2022?
No.
They were
They-
trying to,
they
but
tried
they're not going
to.
to.
I think
They
they
can't?
have. They've got something
No,
else
they
in
can't.
store for our holidays.
So
They have the new
it would be
Pokemon
like
game.
it'd be March, April 2023.
It's going to be March of 2023.
Wow.
They for their holiday release, they have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out.
So we have this year. Kirby came out in March. So basically, Breath of the Wild is going to be the Kirby equivalent coming out.
Yeah, I suppose.
Wow.
They've
I'm
just
surprised.
They've been cranking it out, and we
I
still
feel
have
like
a
it would be
whole
better
year
to
go.
save it for the summer.
Summer releases don't do as well because.
But for
nobody's
Breath of
home
the
to play
Wild,
them.
it would do amazing.
No, I don't think so.
Breath
think so.
of the
I-
Wild, the most anticipated game coming out currently.
Yes, but if you look at where it's
Then
also
you might
a
as well
matter-
wait. You might as well wait for holiday 2023.
I literally
Yeah.
would wait
But
for holiday
it's
2023.
it's also a matter of their fiscal year. 'Cause
Theirs
they
ends.
around that time, doesn't it? Or it starts around that time.
Oh, I can't remember.
Either way, it's a good way to kick off their year. I think it starts around March.
Okay.
Well,
Well, then that makes sense because it's gonna make big numbers. You know, it's gonna. I don't even know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and historically, a lot the games that don't come out during the holiday season, they do pretty well during the spring. So that's usually a good time to.
I think this game is gonna set the bar even higher for this genre of open world game, because already Breath of the Wild set the bar, and there have been many copycats since, because there's never been a game quite like this one. You can say like Skyrim, but even so, I think this one is like, it's just so expansive, and there are hardly any loading screens. It's all just one big open world. It's amazing. So now that it's been added onto, expanded both ends, both sides, it's got a lot going for it, and I think people are just going to be looking at this one from now on. And even more at like mechanics.
Both ends, huh?
Oh my gosh. Anyways. So, most anticipated game. I'm looking forward to it.
Is that what we've come to? Fart jokes.
No!
And
the show died!
Yeah.
Who are you,
Episode 62,
Steve-O?
and
Oh my gosh.
That's where we're at now.
Yeah,
Click
the
away,
show
everyone.
died, episode 62.
Listen
Let it
to
be
me.
known.
I'm playing Breath of the Wild 1 for my kid right now, and all I can say is...
Because you're at the worst part in the game. Get past it. I promise it gets better.
Jeez Louise. Shut up.
I know. Whoopee cushion, shut up. All right. So, let's go ahead and talk about things that we've played during break. So, we've had, quite some time. 2 weeks have passed since the last episode. What have we been doing during that time, game-wise? Or shows, if you've been watching anything or playing anything.
Go on, Brian.
I was say anybody speak.
All right,
Because I
I've
had
been
a lot, so you go ahead.
Yeah, mine is not that long. So I've been playing when I've been able to play Madden, but it's Madden 2020 because the new Maddens are garbage. So why would I spend $60 on a garbage new Madden game when the old one works just as well? So yeah, I've been playing that because it's just fun. And then the wife and I have been watching Walking Dead. It sucks. Literally, it sucks to watch a show that you know sucks and is not going to be good, and you just want the show to end. And you've been watching it for 10 years, and you just want everybody to die. Literally, I want every character to die. I want a zombie horde to come, and every woman and child to be eaten, and for the world to end. That is The Walking Dead. Oh, God, it's worst
I don't know why they're still pressing it so much. It's like, what else?
Anyways.
What else story-wise can you even add?
But starting this Sunday, it's the premiere of the final season of Better Call Saul. Already the reviews are amazing. They say it's it's probably the greatest show of all time, period. If you haven't seen it, I've told you, watch Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, because, yeah, it's the best television has to offer, period. All right, I'm done. That's me.
Hooray.
What about you, Kate?
Can I go? I've actually been doing a lot. Let's see, where do I start? I'll start with Lego Star Wars. So Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, came out for pretty much every platform. I got mine, of course, for the Switch. And no exaggeration, 2 minutes into booting up the game, I loved it. I fell in love with this game. It is so fun. It is hysterical. All the Lego games are absolutely hysterical. Wesley was watching me play, and he just popped some popcorn, and he was just watching it, and he was just having a ball, and we were just laughing. The sound effects and the design is exquisite. Super fun game. I've only played through Phantom Menace. I'm working on Attack of the Clones right now, but it also has DLC, and you can just add on to it. You can it has all the main movies, but you can also add Solo as well as Mandalorian content. I bought the Mandalorian content. I might add on Solo, but there's so much in this game, so I look forward to playing more of that. Also, yesterday I went and saw a double feature. So just so I could talk about it on the show. I went and saw Sonic 2, and guys and gals, you need to go see Sonic 2. Words I thought I would never say.
Yeah.
Go, absolutely go see it.
I think I'm going to go see it this weekend.
I'll probably watch it with the boys this weekend as well.
But
for
it's
most-
2 hours long, right?
It is, but I never got bored.
Wow.
Okay.
I never once got
Do
bored.
you have to watch the first one to get what's going on?
No, just know that Sonic lives in a town with people.
Okay.
Not really. It no spoilers, but it opens up where we last left Robotnik
Okay.
or Eggman. That's how it starts. The beginning is a little slow, but as soon as it gets past a certain point, it is amazing. There were some parts of the movie that I just couldn't get past. A little bit of the animation, the mouth movements.
On
That was
Sonic?
a little. Mostly on Tails, actually.
Oh.
That was a little weird.
Not Tails, my favorite.
I know.
No,
Tails is my favorite.
Tails was freaking adorable.
Yay.
I love Tails. It was so good.
I love Tails.
Yeah,
Tails,
Okay.
marry me.
Okay.
Okay. Knuckles was absolutely hysterical. I loved him.
Is Cream in there?
No Cream. I'm sorry.
Dang it! I love Cream.
But
There's no
Amy?
Cream.
Is Amy in there? My sweet
Amy's
love,
not in
Amy?
there. No.
Oh.
No, I want
Um,
Cream over Amy.
Yeah.
Boo.
Now there were some times where it was predictable, but even in that predictability, I was still like, "Oh my gosh, this is hilarious." There was a point in the middle of the movie where I was thinking they could have taken that out. I love it. I love watching this. I'm having a ball watching this, but it is just dragging the movie on for too long.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah.
But it is hilarious. I love it. I think the dynamics between the characters are really good. Robotnik and Knuckles, they make a good team. The two sisters, I'm not gonna give away who they are. They're great. There's a twist I don't really think needs to be in there, but you know that's part of it. So yeah, Sonic 2. Also, my theater was super loud. I'm just gonna throw that in there. It was ridiculously loud, but it was really good. I also watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. Have you guys heard of that?
I've only
With
heard
Michelle
of it because
Yeoh?
of you.
Michelle
Yes.
Yeoh? Yeah.
Yes. It has Michelle Yeoh, Ki-Hu Kwan, Stephanie Sue, Jamie Lee Curtis, James Hong, and a lot of other people. It's definitely an art film. This was also 2 hours long, but awesome movie. A little confusing at times. The exposition of the movie is way too long and complicated. But it's almost like a math problem. Once you start to get into it, then you say, oh, okay, it makes sense. I understand what's going on.
Probably give it a second watch and then it'll make even more sense.
Yes. Yeah. And once you get to that point, you go, oh, okay, I understand completely what's going on. So the story is there is a lady, a Chinese American lady that works in a laundromat with her family, and she is just overwhelmed with life. There's just a lot going on. And the laundromat is being audited. And so while she's at the IRS, getting figured out by Jamie Lee Curtis, her husband starts to act really weird and tells her we're all in grave danger. And so he goes in and out of these things. So she's like really confused. You're Wayman, which is not Raymond, it's Wayman. You're Wayman. What are you doing? He said, I'm not Wayman. I'm Alpha Wayman. And so he goes in and out instantly between these characters, and that part is you understand what's going on, but she's confused. And basically, she has to stop this evil using different dimensions. She's got every time you make a decision in life, it opens up a new dimension and blah blah blah. It was hysterical because you have different dimensions where people have hot dogs for fingers. Or a guy, actually, instead of Ratatouille, where it's a rat on his head, it's a raccoon, and they call it Rakukuni. And he's a sushi chef. And things like that, or she is, instead of marrying her husband, she gave him up and did martial arts and became a famous movie star. Things like that. And so she's able to channel that. It's almost like The Matrix. Like I said, it's really complicated, but a very enjoyable film. Rated R. It is not for kids. Do not take your kid to go see this.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Darn.
To watch all the complication. But that is Everything Everywhere All at Once. The ending is very beautiful. It finally gets to this climax where you just that's good. We got to the point.
That's good.
Yes. Okay, enough of me. Ileana, what have you been doing?
All right. I actually watched more things than played things during my break, which was interesting for me because, gosh, I have been attached to the hip to my Switch. But I watched Bridgerton Season 2 on Netflix. Of course, I had to do that.
Bridgerton.
And it was the trash TV that I needed. I'll just leave it there. It was good. Season 1 was better. I started a new show called Good Girls, about middle-aged or middle-class moms.
Oh yeah, I heard
who
about that
get
show.
in
Network TV.
No,
Oh
it's-
my goodness.
It's not. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because they put it on there. It was an NBC show.
Oh,
or
was it
ABC
really?
originally? Heck yeah.
I did not know that. Well, it follows 3 middle-class women who all have children who are, just they're stretched for money. So they're needing some cash, decide to rob a grocery store. They're like, the one of the moms works at the grocery store. They're like, yeah, no, it can easily be done. Like, let's do it. And they pull off a little heist and make out with I think it was like $3 million on accident. And they're like,
oh yeah.
or maybe it was $300,000, something like that. An outrageous
yeah.
amount of money for a grocery store. They're like, how did we come across this much money? Apparently, a gang had been using that vault and different other vaults for their heists, for their money or whatever. And so they stole from a gang and get caught up in gang shenanigans, and now they're in cahoots with this gang, and then it's like many seasons or whatever. So I've been watching that. But the big one that I've been watching that just started 3 weeks ago is on Disney Plus, Marvel's Moon Knight. Oh,
Moon Knight?
my gosh. When I'm saying go watch this show, it is like Mandalorian, go watch this show. It may be even better.
Isn't there like 2 episodes out?
Episode 3 came out last night on Wednesday.
Really?
So it releases every Wednesday. Stars Oscar Isaac. He played Poe in the Star Wars movies.
This is Oscar Isaac. I'm in every movie now. If you want the, not a white guy, but a kind of a white guy.
So he plays Moon Knight as a man who has multiple personality.
Moon Knight?
Multiple personality disorder. So you.
They should call him Moon Pie. Yummy.
Oh my gosh. Which one's the better flavor, chocolate or banana?
Chocolate for sure.
Heck no, it's
Get out of
banana.
town.
Banana all the way.
I mean, I love banana anything, but
No, the
chocolate
banana
moon
one's what
pies
it's at.
are.
Banana is the winner.
Thank you.
Banana.
Anyways, he starts off as a character named Steven, and Steven works at a museum. He is a gift shop person. And then all of a sudden, he starts the way they filmed this, I loved it. For one thing, the film in this is, oh my gosh, the editing, I loved it. Just, I was there. And then he switches to this other character named Mark. And you're like, what the heck is going on?
Mark!
You have no
What's
idea.
up, bro?
You have no idea what is happening to poor Steven, and he just gets himself in these situations. It's all about Egyptian mythology and all these gods and whatever. And he's a superhero, basically.
Like Ra and Horus?
The main god is a banished god named Khonshu. So
I have my own shoe, thank you.
The conch shell has spoken.
nothing. So it's only on episode 3 right now, but definitely go give it a watch. You guys are such dummy heads.
I'm sorry.
Are you done? I have to bring out my teacher voice. Are you done? Can I move on? Thank you.
Heck no, this is my time. You're on my time. We'll go when I'm ready to go.
Anyways, go watch Moon Pie on Disney Plus. Also, I am on
Moon pie.
World 5 of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It is a super fun game. It's very cookie cutter, but it is lots of fun. Play that one. And that's
Told
it.
ya.
It's so much fun, though. I love it.
Oh, I've got one more. I'm going to keep it brief. Go watch Abbott Elementary. Especially if you have kids in elementary school or you're a teacher, go watch Abbott Elementary. It is hilarious.
No, do they make jokes on there like this TikTok that I saw that you know of? If you give a bee a cowboy hat, does it say bee haw? I love that one. Is it like that at all?
Some of the kids say funny things, but it's more centered around the teachers and the principal.
Okay.
And like the problems that they have to deal with.
Darn.
But some of the kids say funny things.
I love when the kids say the darndest
What is this,
things.
Bill Cosby?
She just said it. Kids say the darndest things.
They do. I love it. I love whenever my kids come up to me at school. They're like, I jump rope sometimes. Okay, that's great. I don't own a jump rope. What then are you talking
Well,
about?
I guess one thing I did watch new. It's on Disney Plus. Chris Hemsworth has a shark show on there. I watched it for the heck of it. It was pretty good. It was like a shark documentary. It was pretty
the
neat.
pecs on it, wasn't it? It was the pecs.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is. Yes.
He all right. I liked him in Thor Ragnarok
Yeah,
lot.
he's super funny.
He was funny in that one.
If I was a girl, that's the guy I would want to date. Is Chris Hemsworth. If I was a chick, yeah, that's it. He's super funny. He's super buff. He's super tall. He's got a great accent.
I'd rather go for the other Chris. Our favorite Chris.
Chris Evans?
No.
Chris
Pratt.
Chris Pratt? Oh, Chris Pratt?
Our boy, Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Mom Hunter and I started a show tonight, the Obama wild nature documentary. It's good.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that. Is that PBS?
I don't know. It's on Netflix.
So that's the kind of show you watch with your mother when you're like an old lady, you know?
Put on the Obama show, the one with the orangutans.
So I could yell at him.
No.
liar!
But anyways,
Anyway.
we are going to talk about, it's not really the chunk segment because it's mostly just continued conversation about films.
Just garbage.
We've got some upcoming films that we haven't really discussed on the show.
Speaking of garbage, have you guys seen Paws of Fury?
I haven't even heard of that one yet.
You ruined my intro. I wasn't
I'm
done yet.
Sorry.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
Well, spit it out, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't done yet.
Well, then do it.
Upcoming films we haven't really talked about. Are they good or bad? So the first one we have on the list
The
is...
Legend of Hank.
What?
Boy, you ain't right.
Is Paws of Fury. I haven't even heard of this. What the heck is this?
God, I'm looking at the
Okay,
picture
so-
right now. This movie looks like such animated garbage.
When is this coming out?
Gabriel
this
Iglesias?
year.
What the heck, man?
Later
Michael
this year.
Cera?
You know
So is he going to be
feels
like,
like-
is everything okay? This is Michael Cera.
That pretty
I
much
just want to make
is
sure that
it.
everything is fine.
So when I saw the trailer for Sonic, when I was watching Sonic, I saw this trailer, and it is a Nickelodeon film, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
Oh
Good God,
We
this
have to
is
put this
awful.
as our thumbnail for this week's episode. It's like a dog with a samurai sword holding a book that says Samurai for Dummies. Anything that says Dummies book is like 20 years old. That show
is
cannot
so
be done
old.
anymore. You can't do it. Like Dummies for Dummies. It's not funny. You can't do that joke anymore. Come on. Who is gonna watch this? Is this a Kung Pao Panda ripoff or something?
Well,
What
look
is
at
this
the
garbage?
title. If you look at where it says Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, that is a straight ripoff of Kung Fu Panda.
The Legend of Hank. Not even funny. Hank. Why not name the dog like Duty then? You might as well, because this movie is Duty, The Legend of Duty.
Just duty. Yeah,
God,
it is
this-
just it's just ugly.
And Samuel L. Jackson. You know Samuel L. Jackson is going to have a few lines that are going to get bleeped out because that's all the funniest they can do. Oh, I can't believe I'm stuck in this samurai land doing this samurai stuff.
Yeah, and what he was doing in the trailer, he was making like stereotypical jokes that he would make, like what in the fudge, like things like that.
Oh, come on!
Boo.
There were literally kids in your school that could write a funnier script. I'm not even exaggerating.
They usually do.
I had
Okay.
4th graders write books for class just so they could use this one program. This one little boy wrote a story about the Civil War, but instead of it being people, they're chairs, and called.
That is some Rick and Morty stuff right
And it was
there.
hilarious. He says the red chairs versus the blue chairs, the North and South, and the South had slave chairs, and
That is
they're
hilarious.
fighting at Getty's chair. Getty's chair in Pennsylvania, and Aber Chair Lincoln gives the Getty's chair address, and I was cracking up reading this book. That's better writing
funny.
from a 4th grader.
But no, we have to get stuck with.
No,
Paws of
I don't
Fury.
want to watch this crap.
Director's Rob Minkoff. You know what movies Rob Minkoff? He's done some good films.
You know what this reminds me of? Norm of the North.
Okay, yeah, like
Lordy
Rob
Lord.
Minkoff. He's the guy that directed The Lion King, the original Lion King from 1994. One of the greatest movies ever made. And he's gonna do The Legend of Hank. He's also done the Stuart Little movies, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, The Haunted Mansion, Forbidden Kingdom. Come on, bro. You know better than this.
What's most egregious? What's most egregious is that they are throwing Scary Spice, Mel B, my girl.
Mel B.
They are throwing
This
her into this.
This is an
Come
hour
on,
and
man.
37-minute film of
No.
most likely
Is
garbage.
this going to theaters? See,
It
this
is
should be
going-
like straight.
it's going to
This
theaters.
should be the straight to stream. I don't see. That makes no sense. Why isn't this the straight to streaming junk that they throw out there? But then freaking Taking Red is Talking Red.
Red. Taking
You
Or
know,
even
Taming Red doesn't go
did you
straight
guys
to
watch
theaters.
Vivo? Have you guys watched Vivo yet?
No.
Okay, well that was actually a really good movie, and it was straight to streaming. So it's like it was an animated film. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Our Puerto Rican man. Miranda. Lin-Manuel Miranda made the music for the film. And
course he did.
acted as Vivo himself, the monkey. And it's like that one went straight, and it was actually way better than whatever crap this is. Like Brian said, that dummies
Who knows?
joke,
Hold on. Let's just wait. Who knows? Maybe
this
this could
dummies
be,
joke on the literally on
This
the
could be
cover
the
is so
Wall-E
bad.
2 that I've been waiting
Oh
for.
my
It's
God.
not.
Oh
Let me
my
just
gosh.
stop you right there and burst your bubble. It's not gonna be. Anyways, what else do we have? We've got
Wait, what studio made this? Who made this?
Paramount.
Yeah.
Paramount?
And Paramount has been on a
Paramount Pictures.
decline.
Hawaii Brothers, Nickelodeon Movies, and Tencent.
Oh, it's a
Pictures.
Nickelodeon movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Paramount Pictures has just been like they are just biting at the bits for anything they can get. From
It's not
Paramount
gonna be
Plus.
Rango. Rango was
No,
actually
yeah.
good.
Oh,
This
Rango
is
was
not
a
gonna be
great
Rango.
film.
Yeah.
So next on our list, we've got Bad Guys, another animated film. Have you
I'm
guys heard
looking
much about it?
Yes.
I've seen trailers, but it's kind of the same old.
The
shtick.
song that they have on it is literally a Bad Guy from Billie
Which
Eilish.
I knew that was gonna be
I'm
the
like,
thing.
boo.
So-
But I don't know. It's just like it's a movie that wishes it was edgy and cool, but is not going to be edgy and cool.
Yeah,
I
have a
think
People,
feeling.
it's just a movie that's just afraid to, be edgy or offend anybody, and
Well, I don't think that's the case, and I only say that because I've read the graphic novels. The graphic novels are very silly. They're written by Aaron Blabey, and they are just over the top silly. In fact, I was wishing that they would have used more animation that was more like the illustrations, because like you can see the veins in their eyes. They're just like popping out. It's almost
It
Looney
gives
Tunes.
me Secret Life of Pets vibes.
yes,
maybe,
I could see that.
But I liked it. I like it so far. I was chuckling at the trailer. I thought it was really funny. So
No,
if
just
anything,
whenever
it's
you
just-
have a shark like eating a snake, I just
Well, that's just part of the books. I mean,
maybe
that's
I'm
the only
definitely
argument I
just
can
not
give.
the audience for this.
I think I'm not
I don't know.
either.
You're definitely gonna get the elementary school crowd
Yeah.
at the very least, and it's not gonna be anything groundbreaking. It's just gonna be an entertaining film, I think.
I'm
Which there's
kind of
nothing wrong
sick.
with that.
I'm sick of those types of films. I want something interesting in kids stuff.
You know,
Speaking of
I
those
would-
kinds of films.
Hold on really quick. I was listening to this podcast. It's a movie podcast that I listen to a lot. They're talking about the Don Bluth films of the 80s. Secret of Nim, Land Before Time, American Tail, and how those films are just like so sad and depressing, and they drag, and I'm like, God, they can't make anything like that now. They just can't.
No, there's no
There's-
way. Our
Secret of
attention
Nim.
span has been like completely fulfilled with, it's always now. There's no way. You
No,
can sit through a
but
story
there's
that's so
there's
boring.
no way that you can have a child be sad or feel like
Oh,
any loss the only emotion a child is allowed to have is joy and happiness.
yeah.
They
no,
can't feel any
There's
sad,
no big feelings anymore.
any depression or sadness or loss. And I'm like, man, those films are amazing because
They were real.
There's a lot of different emotion there. Anyways, go ahead. Yeah.
So next after that, what were you gonna say something, Kate?
Speaking of mediocre, we have
Minions, Rise of Gru. Ew.
It's gonna make $1 billion.
Ugh. This is gonna be your
$1
typical
billion.
40 to 50-year-old mom who drinks wine, to take her kids to shut up and take the get them out
Wow,
of the house.
judging are we?
That's-
Holy
That's
cow!
the audience, though. She's gonna be like,
No.
I can't stand another day with my kids, so I'm gonna take them out to the movies.
Then just
No,
drown
she
them.
won't, 'cause it's too expensive.
Jeez.
This
It's
no,
too expensive
it's
to do
this.
that.
This is what I'm saying. It's gonna be middle class.
Dang, man!
Jeez. We do not.
Half our audience just
No,
clicked off. Whoa,
I'm calling it.
No.
dude!
Stay on.
Wait,
No.
Ileana, hold on. Do you know who watches Minions? Everybody watched Minions. That movie made $1 bajillion.
I didn't watch
Okay.
Minions.
No,
I saw Minions.
you know,
I did
you
not
know
see
who watches Minions? Adults watch Minions.
Gross.
You know,
That's
people.
why there's so many pictures on Facebook where it's like, I don't clean my house, and it's like a minion dressed as a maid. That's gonna be another resurgence thanks to this film.
Great.
Yeah,
No.
this is yeah, it's a ready memeable movie. That's
No.
what it is.
No.
It's made for memes.
People
Oh,
my age are not seeing this film. People my age are not seeing this film.
People in their 40s
not
watch
targeted
this
at you.
dreck. Listen,
That's
I
exactly
remember.
what I said.
Listen to me. No, hold on. I remember going to Florida, and one of our family members, I'm not gonna say who,
Oh gosh.
was so in love with Despicable Me movies. They loved it. Thought it was the funniest poop they had ever seen. Okay, and they thought it was great. And you know what? I was happy for them that they got to enjoy that. They got a little lightness out of life. Because that's what this movie is. It's gonna be silly. It's gonna be dumb as heck. The jokes are,
They're fart jokes. They're literally burp and fart jokes.
but you know what?
They're the worst.
We
Listen,
literally just made some like 10
I'm
minutes ago.
all-
They were
about-
the worst.
I'm all about being highbrow. I love being highbrow and artistic and creative. But you know what? It's just gonna be, banana the whole time. And that's what give the people what they want.
That's what it's
Give them
gonna
what
be.
they want, man.
No one wants this.
It actually, in its defense, it actually looked kind of decent. I don't know. It actually looked
I
kind
have
of
seen scenes of the first one on TV before, and I'm like, dear goodness, this
Don't
is
be so
awful.
jaded,
The
man.
It's
the first
awful.
one-
It's not even enjoyable to sit through.
The
I could
first
sit
one-
through more of Secret Life of Pets, which I also hated. That was more enjoyable than this.
The
Ugh.
first one was bad. It was pretty bad.
The first Minions or Despicables?
Yeah, the first minute. No,
Despicable
will
Me was good.
I will defend all three Despicable.
I never
Me's.
saw the third one.
Whoa!
I
The
will
third Despicable
defend it.
Me
Yeah.
is borderline
Never saw it.
bad.
No, I will defend it.
The first one is good. It's got a lot of, it's a little edgy, which I like.
Yes.
The second one is all about playing to the crowd. The third one is like, we're just here to make money. That's all it is.
Maybe you'll
truly.
think twice about freezing somebody's head. So long, Gru. And then Squid Gun, and then Cookie Robots.
Robots
Why?
cooking.
Why are you so old? Yeah, that movie was actually good. The second one, like you said, definitely catered to the audience. Or like, stamp. We're gonna cookie stamp that. Yes.
Yeah, it had the biggest thing about the second one was a song called "Happy" that everybody sang.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all day long.
And
Yeah.
then, the third one didn't even see it because the commercials made that one look like more like Minions. It was transforming into Minions. So.
I think all of us are slowly turning into minions. All of us.
No.
But you know it's not going to be a dumpster fire.
It
of a
will
film?
not be, bro. I'm so excited. Across the Spider-Verse. Oh my gosh. I cannot
When does
wait.
it come out? When is the release date for that?
Later this year.
Finally. I've waited so long for a sequel. Ugh. Actually, I didn't know there was going to be a sequel.
Not really. It's only been like a few years, bro.
2018, man.
That's not that bad.
It's been a long time now.
For a hand-drawn animated, well, it's not hand-drawn, but pretty close. Quality animation. Yeah, it's
it
perfect.
is-
Oh, it is good.
It's
I
beautiful.
saw there's a new trailer out, and it is insane. I don't even know how to describe it. The animation for this, it was just breathtaking.
So, cast-wise, does it star the
It's
past...
the same cast.
Same
Yeah,
cast?
Same
same
cast.
cast. It also has Jake Gyllenhaal as I'm looking at something else. Jake Gyllenhaal's in a
Like, all of the versions
Oscar
of-
Isaac is in this. It says Oscar Isaac is in this.
I told
Really?
you Oscar Isaac is in everything.
He's
Why don't you
awesome!
guys understand?
He's awesome.
Don't you understand that they have to get a white guy who's not really a white guy? So
He was in Dune, and I didn't realize.
Shamik Moore is reprising his role as Miles Morales. Then we have Haley Steinfeld as Ghost Spider. I'm not sure who that
Oh.
is. Jake Johnson as Peter B. Parker. Issa
that's
Rae
fat
as
Peter
Spider-Woman.
Parker. Yeah.
Fat.
Yeah, yeah. Go check out the new trailer. And this is for Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. So this is Part 1, people. I'm so excited for Part 2. I haven't even
excited.
seen Part
I'm
1
excited.
yet.
Here's something that people have been waiting a long time for, but it's kind of been more hush hush now that it's getting closer, which is kind of interesting to me. It was put off because of COVID, and that's Maverick, the Top Gun story.
I'm so excited.
Are you?
Maverick, the Top
I am.
Gun story, starring. No, you mean Top Gun Maverick. You know, Top Gun
Yes.
2 Maverick.
Yes.
Ileana's like, the movie Maverick, a Top Gun story.
What?
Starring Tom Cruise as Maverick.
That's what it was. Or Goose, a Top Gun story.
Yeah. Next on Veggie Tales.
Oh my gosh.
Starring
no.
Miles Teller as Goose.
Anyways, I actually just watched Top Gun for the first time.
Yeah, great movie. I can't wait. I was gonna go see it on IMAX when it was supposed to come out because I think it's a movie that earns its IMAX
Oh yeah.
deal.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I think
What's the premise? Do you guys know?
Well, it's Tom Cruise is Maverick, and he's aging, and they have all these new fighter pilots, but he's like, I'm a Maverick. You know, I could be an admiral by now, but I'm still a fighter captain because I just love being in the skies, doing my own
So,
thing.
do you think it's going to be
I'm a
kind of
wild
similar,
card.
and maybe I'm pushing this a little bit, kind of like Cars 3?
No, not.
You don't
not
think
in the
so?
Same way.
No. And then Miles Teller plays the son of Goose, who died in the first movie. But I don't think you don't come for this movie for story. I think honestly, what
It's
I've seen in
action.
this movie, it's going to be the action, the
Yeah.
visuals of this film. I feel like it's been a long time since they've film. And here's the thing, Tom Cruise, well, he's gotten great with age. His films lately, the Mission Impossibles, this film, all those other films he's been doing, they're not about the story. Literally, they're about the technicality, the stunts, the action. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get real life stunts. You're gonna get shots of planes, jet fighters in the sky, killing Russians. You know, killing the Russian army. Yay for that. That's what we all want to see. So rah rah rah.
Boom, boom. And it's gonna be spectacular. No doubt about it. Just the action.
The sound is gonna be incredible. It's gonna blow your socks away. The visuals are gonna be
Yeah.
like wow, I'm gonna go fly a jet. Yay.
I don't know if I'm looking forward to it, but I would like it to do well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody and their dad and their grandpa is gonna go see it. That's the
Yeah.
audience for the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan. I think he's a wacko, but he's got me sold on this film. Like I've
I've always liked his acting. I liked him in Tom Cruise. I liked him in Top Gun, the first one. So if he brings back that same charm, then it'll do well.
Which he will. But yes, he is a wacko. Waka waka.
This next movie I've heard of, but I don't really know much about, and that's Jordan Peele's Nope.
Oh yeah, saw the trailer. Can't wait. He's
I
so
know,
good.
I just know that it's a horror thriller that's coming out this year.
Listen, his film Us was one of the best movies I've seen in like the past 10 years. It's an incredible horror film
For that genre or film in general?
in general, but it's
Oh.
one of the great thrillers. So and then the trailer, it's gonna be great. The guy doesn't do bad films. This is gonna be, I think it's his third film, and they're all good.
Is it kind of along the lines of like The Quiet Place or anything
No,
like that? Completely
it's-
different.
It's more. What was the first one he did? The one that got all the accolades. What was that one called?
Was it Get Out? No, who did Get Out?
Yeah.
Was that
No,
him?
Get Out.
Who did that
Was-
one?
I think that was it.
I know there was one horror film that was like, oh my gosh, this was so good.
I think it was Get Out. I'm
Yeah, it was
checking
him.
right
It was
now.
him. Jordan Peele.
Okay, yeah. Get Out
2017.
was Get Out was the one that brought him his notoriety, his fame, the one that he won an Oscar for. I think it's gonna be more in the vein of that.
Okay.
Even though Us, I think they're all in the they're like supernatural horror, playing tricks, very M. Night Shyamalan too, but a lot with a lot of style,
What
Yeah,
was the
I was
other one
getting
that
that-
you said? You said Get Out, and then the one after that
Us.
was Us.
Us.
Okay.
Us, which is one of my favorites of
So
all
that
time.
was
I
he
love
did
it.
2017, 2019, and now 2022. So that's pretty good. Cracking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cracking out these
And it
movies.
looks good. It's funny Brian mentions M. Night Shyamalan because it really does look like it could be an M. Night Shyamalan movie in his prime. I have no idea. Just strange things are happening on a ranch or in a ranching community, I'll say. And the visuals are like, what's happening? And you just get weird things, like weird vibes, and you're like, what am I looking at?
Mm-hmm.
And you just can't help but to keep looking. I think that was the weird sensation that I was getting. Like, I don't know, nothing's happening, but I can't look away.
So for you
so it's
guys,
really
is this
neat.
one worth watching in theaters or from home?
If you can find, I would watch it in a theater. I'm telling you, when you're watching a movie like that in a crowd with a group of people, You feel there's so much more tension in the air, especially if you're with a
Yeah.
good audience. If you're with a bunch of high schoolers, forget it. You're not going to have a good time.
Right.
But if you're in a group of with friends who are all invested in the film, who know how to behave themselves and everything, you're in for a crackerjack time. I'm telling you. There's no better way to watch a movie like that than with a fun group of people who are all invested in the film and getting their socks scared off of them. I'm telling you. it's the
I
only
will
way to do
say,
it.
when I went to see Everything Everywhere All at Once, it was me, one couple, and maybe one other person in the entire theater.
Oh wow.
And this isn't a spoiler or anything, but it eventually gets to a point where they're in a dimension where they're rocks. The mom is a rock, and the daughter is a rock, and the dialogue is all written up there. And it's funny dialogue. They're like, well, here we are. And it was great having the people behind me, because we were it's silent, you're just reading, and then all of a sudden you'll
Aw.
so it was really nice getting to share that with some strangers, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm bummed because here's the thing. I can never get Joanna to see a scary movie like that in a movie theater. Remember, I've tried to get her to watch Paranormal Activity for years. Won't do it. That's why I need
I'm
you
on Joanna's
guys. I need to hang out with you guys so we can go see this in movie theater and actually have a good time.
No, I'm on Joanna's side. We'll go see Minions
'Cause-
together. I cannot do scary,
Oh, I'll go with
horror,
Brian.
paranormal.
You know, Wesley will join you for Minions. I'll go with.
Yeah,
I'll go
you
with
guys
Brian.
go have your fun with that one. Wesley,
Or,
Joanna,
like-
and I will go see Minions together with
Like
the
Joanna,
kids.
I convinced Joanna to try to watch it, the first one.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, because I saw it originally, I was like, Joanna, watch it. You're going to like it. It's really good. It's a really good. It's like Stand By Me, but with kids dying. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
Children
try to.
death.
The first 5 minutes, she's like, this is stupid. This isn't scary. This is dumb.
I'm
done."
tempted to watch that film. I have not seen it, but every time I see the clown, his name is It, right? No.
No, Pennywise.
Pennywise. Every time I see Pennywise on screen, and like the actor who does him just was so convincing. I love the little voice he gives for him, and like the little cockeyed, the way he looks, and then like the eye slowly moves over when he gets serious. I want to see what happens because I love looking
Watch
at it.
it. Then just watch
But I'm
it,
such
dude.
a chicken, man. You have no idea.
Oh,
I'm gonna have
man.
nightmares for like weeks.
Come
if
Watch
I
it.
watch it at my
that.
house. Watch it at my house.
Yes, go watch
Your
it
house
there.
is even scarier.
Why? 'Cause
You should
I
get
have
our
to-
mother to watch it.
No, she would hate it. She'd
No,
be like,
'cause-
I can
yeah, she'd be
fail.
like-
She would.
Yeah, they're not celebrating Jesus. We're not doing that.
What she's allowed to say. But
I'd be like, there's no Jesus here.
I think I'll have to watch that movie when Hunter and I are officially married.
Whoa!
Because-
Dang!
so I could just be like, okay, he's right there, and it's him, and now I don't have to be scared, because I'm literally gonna be like freaked out in bed, like.
Ew.
Jokes on you. He turns into Skarsgård. He's
Hiya,
like,
Georgie.
yeah.
Gross.
Okay, we gotta start
Take
wrapping
it
this
over,
up.
turn.
All right. The next film is Elvis, which I didn't actually know they were making an Elvis film. Is this literally like what are those?
It's in the same vein as the Elton John movie.
Okay.
Or
I don't think it's gonna be the whole
Queen-
life of Elvis
Queen
because
movie.
that's gonna be too long. I think it's just gonna be the rise of Elvis.
yeah,
Sort of
and,
deal.
Okay.
and it's gonna be very dramatized. However,
What was the Queen one?
gotta-
Bohemian Rhapsody, kind of similar to
Yeah.
that too.
yeah, exactly. And however, I am a huge Elvis fan. And I almost started crying at the trailer. That was a beautiful trailer. I love Baz
okay.
Luhrmann.
However, I'm kind of offended with the title because they had Bohemian Rhapsody, and then they had what was the Elton John's movie? Something about a star.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man
Yeah,
had a
Rocket
star.
Man.
So I'm like, why isn't it Ain't Enough About a Hound Dog or something? Why can't it be something cool? Why
Too
is it
long
his
of a
name?
Title.
Boo! I'm not a fan.
What would I name it?
It has to be one of his songs or something.
Yeah.
I'd name it Who.
Who?
How dare you?
Because
I don't
nobody
get
knows
it.
who Elvis is anymore. So
Do they? Do they not?
that's true. It's like the Three Stooges. Nobody knows who the Three Stooges are anymore.
No way. They know who
It's
Elvis
true.
is. They gotta.
true.
They made a Bohemian Rhapsody movie. And, like, Queen Elvis. Queen Elvis.
is the king of rock and roll. Everybody knows who Elvis is.
And then they moved
Barely anybody knows who Michael Jackson is.
They made a movie about
That's
Elton
false.
John.
That's false. I know that kids know who Elton.
Oh, there are some
who,
kids. No, because my kids know who Michael Jackson is, but
they better.
kids 10 years from now won't know who Michael Jackson is. Kids
Yes,
already
they
don't know
will.
who
They won't.
Elvis
They won't.
is. It's true.
It's
It's
true.
it's true. There's some
now-
some artists. Elvis is at that point now where nobody knows who he is.
Yeah. I get it. I'm on Brian's side. I can definitely see that. If you
But
go
then again,
if you go to
it's-
school tomorrow, Kate, and you have unfortunately Susan's kids again, ask
Oh,
them about these specific
I will.
singers.
You know what? I can because we're learning about the science of music.
Exactly.
We're talking
So
about
I'm
the science of
saying,
music.
ask them. Do they know who Elton John is? Do they know who Michael Jackson is or Elvis? I bet you'll
Well,
maybe get
there's-
some
there's
kids
still-
that know who Michael Jackson is.
There's still a period of time. Yeah, like Michael Jackson, they'll know because he was 20
He was
years
still
ago.
recent, he
he
died
was 10
20
years ago.
2007.
You know, the Beatles, kids might know who the Beatles the
No,
Beatles
they're not
are.
gonna know
Don't
the
know who the
Beatles.
Rolling Stones are. Elvis
one knows who the
Elvis is
Rolling
still
Stones are.
10 years. Elvis is
no.
10 years before the Beatles, so they won't
Elvis-
know.
Listen, Elvis is still relevant because when you go to a wedding, you don't ask to hear a Rolling Stones song. You don't ask to hear a Beatles
What
song.
kids
you wanna
are
hear
gonna
Love
know?
Me Tender.
What the
You-
kids aren't
you
going to know
ask
what
for
song
Love
is
Me
playing. They're
Tender.
thinking an old song.
I don't even know what song that you're referring to.
Kids are
Love
going to
Me
be
Tender,
like,
yes, you
"Where's
do.
Uptown
Love
Funk?"
Me Tender. No, like for an actual wedding song. Love me.
Yeah, they're going to be
tender.
I don't know it.
for that.
Love
They're going to be
me
like, "Where's Josh Groban at then?" Okay?
Oh my
You
gosh.
raise me up. I want his movie.
I'm telling you, I'm not trying to break your heart, but yeah, Elvis is, it's like Pavarotti. Nobody knows who that guy is.
Next, we're gonna have like a Prince movie or something.
Or
Wait, we already had
Moby.
one, didn't we?
Prince?
Prince?
No.
No, we haven't had Prince yet.
Okay. But yeah, like all these guys, you'll get maybe 30 and up generation being like, "Oh yeah, man, this was my music." But anybody below that, like my age and lower,
Here's the thing, like my kids, they know Queen, they know Michael Jackson, because I still listen to that on the radio. If it's on, I'm playing it. But they don't play Elvis music on the radio.
which I'm glad that there are some parents who will listen to that type of music with their kids just to educate them on like different genres and not have a kid be like, "Oh, can we listen to that 1900s music?"
Yeah, they can be like, let's listen to this racist country rock and roll.
1900s music, man. I have no idea.
Yeah, but
Okay.
nonetheless, I am excited for Elvis. You're gonna see me there, like bawling my bloody eyes out.
I don't think I'll watch it. Probably just put
My
it
dad,
out
Tom
there.
Hanks, is in it, so maybe I'll check it out.
Who's he playing?
Yeah.
The guy that discovers Elvis.
Who's
or
playing
something.
Elvis?
Producer, yeah. I'm not sure.
Elvis.
I couldn't tell by
Elvis?
looking
Elvis
at it's
himself.
Elvis.
Back
Some
from
white
the
kid.
dead.
You know.
Is it Timothy Chalamet?
No, it is Austin Butler.
Don't know who that is.
Austin Butler.
Austin
And
Buttlicker?
Oh my gosh.
Our prices have never been lower, butt licker. Anybody get that reference?
Speaking of,
Office.
there was
Thank
a
you.
rumor or picture going around. Speaking of Timothy Chalamet as being Willy Wonka, did we talk about that?
We talked
that, like,
about that,
20
like, man, what
times.
the heck, bro? Are
Going
you
around.
kidding me right
girl,
now?
It has been
Go
around.
upside your
They are
mother
publishing
hecking
that
head, man.
fiction.
Are you kidding me?
Takes a lot.
This show's ruined.
No, I couldn't remember if we talked about that or not, or if it was just a
Only
dream.
like 20 times and in your dreams.
20 times? Okay, exaggerate.
We said it was either Tim Chalamet or
Chalamet.
Tom Hollander as Willy Wonka.
Well, it's to
Or
me.
Michael B. Jordan.
Ooh,
No.
Michael B. Jordan.
Isn't he
Ooh,
in something that's coming out too?
Willy Wonka?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
Yeah,
okay.
he's the Oompa Loompa.
Oh my! Don't do him dirty
He's
like
like,
that.
he's like, oompa doompa doompity.
That is one sexy Oompa Loompa.
Anyways, the last film that we have not talked about is Marcel with the Shoes On. Never heard of this before in my life.
And I only bring this up. This is an indie film. Apparently this is like a sequel or something to another Marcel movie. If you want to see a strange-looking movie,
What the heck is this?
it's
I just looked it up. What the heck is this?
okay.
Is he
so
a seashell with an eyeball and
That's
feet?
exactly what it is, and it talks, and it goes on 60 Minutes, I think, and it's hilarious because that shell Marcel is with his grandma, and they're doing like a documentary
what the
kind of thing.
heck
No,
is
listen,
that?
listen. So they're doing a documentary kind of thing, and Marcel's like, I like to watch 60 Minutes at night with my grandma because she likes to do. Grandma, do
Is
the
this one of
sound."
these pothead
Listen,
movies?
listen. No, he says, "Grandma, do the sound," and she goes.
The ticking sound. The one that
Yeah.
gave every kid nightmares, like, ugh.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
scary. That's
Yeah,
funny. I don't. Where is this a American film?
It's an American film.
Really?
It's
It looks like it's
indie. I think it's made by Studio A24, which may be British.
It looks very foreign for some reason.
But it cracked me up when I saw the trailer. I was like, what on earth am I looking at? And once again, why can't I look away?
Just listen to this synopsis. Marcel is an adorable 1-inch tall shell who ekes out a colorful existence with his grandmother Connie and their pet Lint Alan. Once part of a sprawling community of shells, they now live alone as the sole survivors of a mysterious tragedy. Oh my gosh.
The Holocaust of shells. We lost a lot of good
Yes.
shells back there.
However, when a documentary filmmaker discovers them, the short film he posts online brings Marcel millions of passionate fans, as well as unprecedented dangers and a new hope of finding his long-lost family. What the heck? It's an hour and 29 minutes of this. And it has 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, and what's impressive is that it's stop motion.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Check out the trailer. Marcel with the shoes on. He just goes about his day, Marcel, and it is hysterical.
It comes out June 24th, 2022. I think I will give this a watch.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
It's adorable. And, it looked wholesome. If nothing else, it looked like a wholesome, clean
just
movie.
that synopsis and the 60 Minutes thing. I mean, that's really cute.
Yes, so my favorite thing to do is to sit on the couch with Grandma at night and watch 60 Minutes. Grandma, do the thing.
I think I'll give it a watch. Hopefully it's child friendly. Maybe I can watch it with the boys and they'll be like, what the heck are you making us watch?
I don't even know.
But anyways, that will conclude our list of upcoming films we have not yet talked about. Now they have been talked about. And I think my favorite one on this list so far, even with Across the Spider-Verse being on there, is now Marcel with the shoes on. Oh my gosh. All right, let us know down below in the comments some of the films that you're excited for, or ones that you are just like, better not watch that one, not spending my money on that crap, Minions. So, let us know, did you enjoy this episode? It's been too long, what have you been doing in these past 2 weeks since we've been here? Leave us a like, leave us a comment, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Next week, what are we talking about? Does anybody have an idea?
Yeah, I got one. We're going to be playing a game. We're going to be playing a game called Would You Rather? Details to follow.
All right. Is this on video games, movies, or?
It's on everything.
All right. I like it.
Prepared,
Everywhere.
Just prepare yourself.
All right. So join us next week for a game with Brian. And we will see you guys then. We've got Brian in this corner.
Be prepared.
We've got KT in this corner.
I'm from New Jersey.
All right.
It's Mr. Lunt.
Who?
Mr. Lunt
Who's
from
that?
VeggieTales.
Oh, I don't
my
know their
God.
You
name.
were supposed to sing a song about Connecticut. I'm from New Jersey.
Wow. Anyways, and I'm Ileana, your host. Not a very good host, apparently. I don't know very many things. And we will see you guys in next
Obviously.
week's episode. Bye-bye.